These are the men and women Mayor Carlile will turn to help run the city. At a recent press conference, Carlile introduced his cabinet leaders and deputy directors.
Sam Moku will become director of the Department of Community Services. Since 2005, he has served as director of the Home Ownership Assistance Program, HOAP, at the State Department of Hawaiian Homelands. Bridget Holthus will become deputy director of the Department of Community Services. She has substantial managerial experience and a proven commitment to the well-being of the community. She earned a Juris Doctorate from the University of Hawaii School of Law. Gary Kabato will become the director of the Department of Parks and Recreation, where he has served for 11 years. Albert Tufono will become deputy director of Parks and Recreation.
Some of his appointees have worked for the previous administration, and some have worked for the state or in the private sector.
William Balfour recently became a special assistant in the Department of Parks and Recreation, where he served as director for 8 years during the administration of former Mayor Jeremy Harris. He is a former president and manager of Oahu Sugar Company and a U.S. Navy veteran. Lori Kahikina Moniz will become deputy director of the Department of Design and Construction. She has served since 2006 as acting chief of the Division of Collection System Maintenance at the city's Department of Environmental Services. Kainani Kraut will become deputy director of the Department of Transportation Services. She has served as a project manager in the private sector and a transportation engineer at the Federal Highway Administration. Forrest Frizzell recently became deputy director of the Department of Information Technology. He has served as a private sector information technology and security account manager, field engineer and project manager in Honolulu and in California. I'm very, very proud of the caliber of the people who you see standing before you. Some of these people have professional degrees that have served them well in the private sector, where they could be making a whole lot more money than they're going to be making here. And yet they're committed to doing this work. And I'm committed to giving them an environment where they will be able to do their work and thrive.